Do you want to learn something? Well, you've come to the wrong show, because this is the after show. You might forget things. Welcome to I Don't Know About That After Show. Richard. Hello, welcome to our first ever after show for Patreon people. This is a little extra thing we decided to do while we're already in the studio. We're going to chat about different guests that we've had on.
I'm closing my computer.
Forrest is going to close his computer.
Big time.
Oh, yeah.
Kelly closed hers.
What are you going to do now, Forrest, without your special questions in front of you? You're just going to have to chat to me like a normal... Look me in the eye! All right.
I did read a comment one time and someone's like, Forrest acts like he knows everything with his computer and all the answers. I'm like, yeah, that's what I'm doing.
We do research before the episodes and we talk to the experts and we write it out.
I'm supposed to ask a question. I don't know. What the fuck?
The whole premise of this show is trying to talk about things when you don't have the internet.
Yeah.
Because now everyone knows fucking everything. Yeah. And now knowing nothing.
I don't think you've ever told it publicly. There's a story about a zoo.
Yeah.
Did you ever tell that story on the podcast? I don't think so.
A story about a zoo?
Yeah, about what you used to do and kind of the genesis of the podcast.
No. So we recorded, there's 3 episodes that we recorded first. We recorded one on earthquakes with a guy in studio that we didn't know quite what we were doing.
Earthquakeometer.
We did one on the pandemics where I just got, and Kelly just got the information. That didn't work out. And we had Whitney Cummings on, and then we asked her to be the expert, and then that didn't help her. So we never used those. But you did tell the giraffe story, and you just kind of glossed over it since then, but you didn't really tell it.
When I used to meet women in Britain, when I lived in London, and I was an amateur comic, I think I was still working as a bartender for them, but I was doing open spots around town. When I was at parties, because, there's nothing more exciting than an Australian bartender in London. There's 250,000 Australians in London, and we're all bartenders. Like, we run the place, right? We do all the dirty work. And... it got to the stage, even when I was on stage, people were like, "Why are you behind the bar, mate?" Like people would yell that out as a heckle. Very good. Anyway, so
because it's that common.
It's that common. The stereotype is Australians behind the bar.
Yeah, I got it. Yeah.
I used to work for an English bloke who owned a pub, and he only employed Australians, South Africans, and New Zealanders to work in his bar. Because he said the Londoners, the English kids just weren't hard working. They were always like hiding in the freezer, just like
just drinking
next to their keg. It was like fucking 80 degrees in there. It's a British freezer. Anyway, so I didn't want to tell anyone that I worked in a bar. Plus, I wanted to make women think I was interesting. Steve Irwin was at the peak of Steve Irwin at this stage. And so I used to tell women that I got flown out to. Can I get Me Too'd for just lying? I guess I can.
No.
I used to tell women that I'd been brought out to London to work at the London Zoo because I was the foremost expert in giraffes.
Yeah, you're not going to get Me Too'd by your position and power as a bartender, saying that you worked with giraffes.
Because women like the animals, an Australian bloke, and come out here because they didn't have a giraffe expert. But why would the giraffe expert come from Australia? They're not indigenous to Australia. If I was South African, you go, I work with giraffes.
It's a better lie than saying kangaroos, because people are like, all right, kangaroo, giraffe really.
Yeah, and then monkey's a bit cliche, and you probably have a monkey expert.
Yeah, everybody says they're a monkey expert.
And it's like, and like women like giraffes. They're right in that sweet spot of where no one knows anything about them, but we all kind of dig them.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Those long necks, man. Just like them.
Giraffes are in the sweet spot.
Well, the sweet spot where no one's going to pull me up at the party and go, I think you'll find they're a primate. Oh, God. Yeah. So I used to say that I was an expert in giraffes, and I learned 2 facts about giraffes so that I could bluff my way through a conversation, right? This is pre-me having the internet, right? The facts that I learnt was they have the same amount of bones in their neck as the human spine does. And I don't know how many that is. I could have gone one step further. I could have researched 1 minute longer.
It was the next sentence.
Yeah, the
next sentence, you're like,
I was imagining him closing the laptop, like, got it.
They have the same amount of bones in their neck as the human spine, and their tongue is so powerful because it rips off leaves and all that type of stuff. If it licked you with all of its power, it would rip all your flesh off the bones of your arm or wherever. It would just tear it off.
Can we replace that real quick?
Why?
Because it gets real dark and then we can't see you no more.
What do you mean you can't see?
Can't see
It's
me.
the after show, baby.
That's the after.
We're all fix it while it's
loosey-goosey.
going on.
Okay,
Get
wait,
the fuck out
yeah,
of here,
you're
Jack.
not-
And this
Go
doesn't
fix
need to
a fucking light bulb and stop causing
you can't
trouble.
see us at all?
You can fix it while we're
Yeah,
talking.
you fix it while we're
Flip
talking.
the other ones on.
Anyway,
There's no rules in the after show.
Yeah, you want-
we do what we
you,
want.
you want me to do a retake of the giraffe story? Get on a fucking ladder. Anyway,
Retake.
so
We're gonna have to do that over position 1. Is Jack on camera now?
No, you stay out of the camera shot, Jack.
Yeah.
People didn't pay for that.
Is Jack in the shot? Okay, so we should tell people what we're gonna do.
No,
on
wait a
the
minute. I
show.
haven't finished the story, right?
Oh, sorry.
So I do that, and then my joke was, and I go, their tongue's so powerful, they can rip the flesh off your body, and then I go, that's why there's no lesbian giraffes. Hey-oh, like that, right? And they're not good cunt lickers, the giraffes, right? They can never pleasure each other. Plus, it's hard with the 69 because of the necks. I'd get a few laughs, and then bada bing, bada boom, she was back at my house going, and then I was going, I'll take you for a private tour, and then I'd ghost them because I'd gone too deep in me lie. I like the girl. One of them I would have spent the rest of my life with, but I really stuffed it up.
Yeah, and I'm sure the eventually they go to the zoo and they'd be asking, like, is Jim Jefferies here? He's the giraffe trainer.
No, I changed my name. I was Jeff Jimmeries. Jeff Jimmeries, the giraffe trainer.
Do you ever wonder about like stories that you have like that? If other people still think about that event years later, like, do you think she still tells that story?
Well, there's a few of them. I wonder if there's a girl right now that's going, the fucking giraffe trainer.
She subscribes to our Patreon. It never hit her until just now. She's like, holy fuck.
The thing is the facts are true. So
The two facts are true. Yeah. There'll be someone be like, actually, it could not rip all the flesh off, just the upper layer.
Well, you got to do a giraffe episode.
Yeah, I could bring a giraffe expert on.
I'm so bright.
Oh,
God,
and then,
geez.
oh, God, now you can see me too well.
Too
I
bright.
reckon Jack and his Chinese lanterns.
Yeah, it's a fucking high-tech system we've got here at the studio.
Here we go. Watch him fall.
Good work, Jack.
Oh, yeah.
Excellent
For
job.
balance, you got a swivel chair.
I know, I was like waiting for him to eat shit.
I thought that's not going to be sturdy.
We would have to redo it, though, because we wouldn't have it on camera.
You're welcome.
Yeah, okay, all right.
All right, so
thanks.
people that
I
are
risked my life for that.
Yeah, I'm going to get a bill from Jack for, I pay him weekly, and
His
he's going to go,
workman's comp.
there's actually a light bulb. I bought that out of my own money, and if you could replace that light bulb.
it's the same voice as the giraffe expert.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
giraffe expert was a bit more knock-around fella. He could swear a lot because he worked with animals in the outback.
No, I meant the
They
person that
wouldn't
was going to
pick up on the
correct
lingo.
you.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so just so people know, this show is not going to be like the other show where we have an expert on and talk about whatever. We're not doing that all. We eventually
We'll talk a bit about other episodes.
we could do that, but I think in the future we'd like to have friends on, other comedians.
Yes, that's the plan, is to have other comedians on.
We just want, like, there are people that, of course, love the format of the show, but a lot of people want to just hear you talk.
I'd like to bring in Luca. Is it Luca?
Luca.
The strongest man. What's his name?
Oh,
Martin.
Martis. Lucius, right? Yeah.
Lucius,
I
yeah.
want to bring him in just to chat.
You weren't even close.
Luci.
Martin Lichis.
Lichis. Why did I say Luca? The basketball player, Luca.
Luka Doncic. Yeah, let's bring him in, too.
Bring him in as well. He's doing all right.
Yeah, he's great. Yeah, he'd be fun.
Yeah.
Have you texted him?
I have texted him a bit, but look, my house at the moment is very quarantined up. There's only a certain amount of people I can have over, so I'm looking at a time when I can bring him over and he can lift furniture and shit for me.
But I think there'll be like a lot of comedians that we had on the other podcast that you're friends with. That
even friends of yours we could bring in.
yeah. What do you mean? I think a lot of them overlap.
We'll see.
Even friends of yours.
We'll see if he's available.
Jack, are you available to do Patreon?
I
Yeah, I
am
guess
not friends with Jack.
Oh no.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, no, me and Jack are more work
Jack.
colleagues.
What? That's not. Oh
I
man.
know we've crossed over into friendship. We're going off to Phoenix to do some gigs. I'm giving Jack he's a support spot.
Oh,
yeah.
that's awesome.
But he might have to drive his car. We don't know yet because we have 3 bags of golf clubs. I don't know if they get in the charger.
Yeah.
So we'll have to.
No,
we'll have to.
I'm fine driving.
You want to
Yeah.
drive?
Take
You
a
want him to
train.
drive anyway.
Yeah.
Somebody actually suggested they left a comment saying that you guys should record your drive to Phoenix and make a cut of it. They just want to see Jim and Forrest fighting. Which
used-
everybody thinks that they
on the
fight
old on the
regularly.
old podcast, we used to get pissed up in Asia and just like Forrest was like, "You got to record." We recorded one in the car.
You recorded one on a private jet.
The jet one was hilarious. I love that episode.
Yeah.
The car one was one of the favorite. That was we were driving from Manchester to Glasgow, I think.
Yeah,
Pretty sure.
Wait, sounds like I got to go to Phoenix.
and
with
I
you
was
guys.
I was farting it up a storm.
Never mind.
Yeah.
I'm not going.
That was fun. And then, yeah, we did the private plane. I don't think that's been done, maybe. I mean, how many podcasts have been recorded in a private plane?
I mean, probably not many.
One.
We're innovating, innovating, moving things forward.
Yeah, the ones on the road were fun. They weren't easy to do because we were really busy.
Yeah, I never wanted to do them, but once I got into them, I enjoyed them a lot.
Yeah.
The one we did right before the show in Melbourne
yeah,
or Sydney.
my nephew came on and was like,
Yeah.
"All right, yeah, okay."
Yeah, but it was Amos and Brad Williams was on it, and that one
that was a good one.
I've listened to that one. The ending of that one when Brad Williams is doing the impression of me, and then all of you guys are doing an impression of me, but Brad Williams does. He's right there with your impression. You and Brad could have an impression off.
Yeah, we got to get Brad on, obviously. But
Yeah. Wait, I think you were doing the impression on there too. Maybe you were there.
I was there for sure.
Yeah, but I think you wandered around or something.
I was very nervous.
I might have
that
been
day, I
trying to
remember.
do some help setting things up. I don't know.
I thought you were off wandering.
I could have been wandering.
I
Yeah, it was a big place.
think you were up to no good.
Oh no, that was a different night.
Oh yeah, I remember that night. Yeah, I remember that. I know what
Yeah.
Jack was up to.
was that the night that there was like a disco cab or something?
No,
that's
that's Singapore.
That was a
That-
party cab.
I mean, that video that you guys sent me, I was like, what the fuck is
They
going
had
Yeah,
on?
because
Jaeger
that-
shots in the front.
Jaeger
a disco
shots.
ball.
He's just pouring you alcohol and pumping like
Fog
smoke.
machine.
Lasers, a fog machine.
Yeah,
I'm like,
the
what the
fog
fuck
machine
is going
comes
on?
in, and by the way, Singapore is like
The cleanest country
yeah,
in the world.
so many
Yeah.
rules, and they're like, hey, we'll just drive around this cab where the driver can't see and drink. Yeah, no, that wasn't a no, Jack. I don't know if you ever told that story. If you're allowed to.
No, don't want to.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
Okay, his mum might be.
Oh,
listening.
I know this story.
Your mum's not paying $5, Jay.
No, definitely
Patreon right
not.
here. Come on, man.
Well,
Went-
speaking of what we're doing, so your $5 tier will be a bonus episode and probably a little bit of bonus content, and we may do extra bonus content for a higher tier, maybe some questions and answers. We're gonna do Jack reads erotica, a bunch of those. So
You got any erotica for us, Jack?
I do.
Read us some erotica.
Okay.
You seem thrown off, Jack. You okay? You all right?
he thought he had more time to prepare.
Yeah, I had 30 more minutes.
1 minute before we came on, we went, what do we talk about? Oh, I'll talk about other episodes. And Jack can read some erotica. And so Jack started Googling it and just sitting in the corner, just very unhappy.
I'm on incognito mode. I don't want this in my history.
Oh, are you using
Really? You think people are checking your laptop?
I don't know who checks what.
Yeah, but what are
Who
you
are
gonna
you worried
do?
about?
It's already.
I don't know. No one.
The fucking barn door's already open,
Yeah.
mate. You can't.
What?
I wouldn't be worried. Like, there's nothing I'm looking up that's gonna get me in trouble.
I don't think I want my search algorithm to get screwed up on my normal stuff.
Oh, so that anytime you're looking up any story, they're like, and then she fucks him.
Like someone I have
With
a
a
friend
dildo.
he was screen sharing and he put in P and immediately came up with Pornhub in the URL. And then someone typed Pornhub once on my phone, and now whenever I do PO, it's the
Somebody
it's
somebody
the su-
took somebody
it's
took
the
my phone and
suggested
typed
thing on
in
my
Pornhub.
phone.
That's convenient. Why would you?
Saves
what do you-
time.
Like, there's nothing wrong with looking at porn.
Well,
Like,
the potential is I could be writing out popcorn and I accidentally said Pornhub.com to whoever I'm texting.
that's what I love about that first couple of weeks after you get dumped or you break up with someone, and you just you're looking at porn on your computer, and you go, and I'm just gonna leave that up there, and then you go off to bed like all high and mighty, like I'm my own man now, no clearing this history.
Do you have anything that sticks out as the weirdest porn you've ever seen?
I've seen. On the Opie and Anthony show, they once showed me something involving an animal. That was
Oh,
very
yeah,
that
that's-
was very upsetting.
Okay, so anything that's not illegal.
Um,
One of my
that's not
friends,
weird.
One of
Yeah.
my friends sent me.
What, is that illegal? Am I in trouble now for saying?
No, you're not in
I didn't
trouble.
do it. Someone
Yeah,
showed it to me
no.
on a radio show. That was the
Um,
weirdest thing I've seen.
One of my friends sent me like a Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs entire themed thing, and it had 7 little people, and they like tied her up to the bed, and they're like all over on top
Oh
of her.
my
I'm
God.
like, oh my god, what the fuck is
Oh,
going
you know
on?
what was weird? My roommates and I watched the
do you-
SpongeBob SquarePants live action porn. It's
Wait,
fucked up.
live action?
Yeah,
porn?
it was. People are in like green paint and yellow paint. It's
Oh, no.
disgusting. It was frightening. It was
Why do
very.
you sweat that
What do
off?
you mean live action?
Wait,
You-
where?
Humans dressed
it was
as-
streaming.
Is that on Disney Plus? What is that?
Well, it'd be on the Viacom
It's on
CBS
Disney
app.
Triple X.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's
Plus.
Nickelodeon.
Oh yeah, my bad.
Anyway, and it's not the only one. There's other ones where people are painting themselves.
Yeah,
like at
there's loads of
Squidward
there's the
and.
Star Wars ones and all these parodies. Yeah, I've seen loads of them. I've watched
But it's
the
not a cartoon
Flintstones.
that's in. It was SpongeBob was bad. Don't look it up.
The Flintstones one that had a girl in it was very nice. Very nice.
Wait, the cartoon or a porn you saw of the
Yeah, the
Flintstones?
porn, the Flintstones.
okay.
What? She was playing Betty.
No. She was
Wilma?
playing Wilma. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with her. Yeah, she was. All right.
Yeah. What cartoon have you ever jerked off to a cartoon?
I in my younger days I jerked off to Jessica Rabbit.
Oh yeah, she's
Really?
the hottest cartoon
yeah, but
ever.
but that movie is like filled with like weird shit going on all in the background.
Masturbate to the whole
Just
film.
pause it.
Just,
Still.
I didn't have it readily available porn. I pause it.
Yeah.
There's a scene where she comes out of the car. If you pause right, you can see her snatch.
A cartoon?
Yeah. It's a real thing. She falls out of the
They
car.
drew it in, lips
No,
and everything.
the car hits
Opens
it.
computer.
The car hits it, and she goes out and she goes legs akimbo, right? And you can see her vagina. It's not like graphic, but like
Yeah.
some animator put it in there, just like it's a split second, but there is a still shot of it. Just a little slit. She's not wearing underwear.
I just put Jessica Rabbit vagina in mine. So you're
Not worried about
you're
his search
Yeah, that's what I'm
algorithm,
saying. Should have
clearly.
gone incognito.
But yeah, Jessica Rabbit is the hottest cartoon character I think of all time.
Yeah, she's voiced by
No.
Kathleen Turner, who has also played a drag queen on Friends. Just to put it in
Did
context.
not know.
I'm telling you, it's there.
No, it's not. You can't really.
Oh yeah, but it is there.
How
Oh,
are you
it's
able to
like-
zoom?
Where she comes out of the car, she falls out of the car.
There's a lot of fan art
Yeah,
here.
yeah.
Like there's one of her blowing
So
Roger
many
Rabbit.
boobs.
Yeah.
That's gotta be nice.
Who Framed Roger Rabbit was a fantastic movie.
That's good.
I watched it on acid.
Oh,
Oh my.
Oh wait, not that one. I watched Cool World on acid.
what's Cool World?
What is
It's with
cool?
Brad Pitt, and he's like a real in a he's same thing. He's real in an animated world, and he's a detective, and he has to like.
He also watched
solve
Sophie's
it.
Choice on
Yeah.
acid.
I don't remember what was going on. I was on acid. Brad Pitt's in it, and it was cartoon.
He was like this, just give both the children away.
I think Brad Pitt was in it. I'm not sure. Cool World. Cool World. I
Never
was
even
working
heard
at
of
that.
TGI Fridays, and took some acid and went upstairs and watched a movie. There
That
you
sounds
go.
great.
But
It was
in,
none of
I
it
did
was good.
mushrooms the other night by
None of it was
myself,
good.
just then watch TV.
in other news, Jack has erotica to
Oh.
read.
4.9 out of 10 on IMDb. Cool
Oh,
World. Not
that's
good.
pretty good.
Brad
If it was
Pitt
out of
doesn't-
5, it'd be almost perfect.
Brad Pitt doesn't want to remember that one.
This is called The New Neighbor.
Are you gonna play the song?
Oh yeah.
Oh, we have a song?
Yeah, we need remember the porn music?
Oh, yeah.
We need that. It gets us in the mood.
One of our songs, I was playing an episode back in my car, and like my subwoofer was going fucking mental on one of the songs.
Oh,
my
the
car was just.
Comment World?
And I was like,
Comment world, comment world.
Yeah, it was probably the texture one.
Stop stalling.
Jeez Louise.
which was one of the campaigns during World War II.
All right, it's called The New Neighbor. It's in the subcategory First Time. I believe this is a virgin neighbor.
This is an autobiography, or
It might be. This might be written by somebody. And the neighbor moves in and she's a slut, it says.
Wait, how do they know?
What?
you already started
What?
on slut.
Because she moved in?
She
You've
is a
been in other houses.
Got this slut neighbor moved in.
You're neighbor shaming.
How would you describe the neighbor? Fucking slut.
No, you come back, you go, I just met the new neighbor. Lovely girl. Complete slut.
She had her tits out, just fingering herself.
Yeah.
Right in the driveway.
Oh, I walked in there to get a cup of sugar. She was being banged by 3 men. Charming.
Very polite. Plenty
There's a
of
lot of lead up in this one, so I'll just start it somewhere in the middle.
Okay.
What?
Yeah, so they're really long.
They're really
Yeah.
long.
All right, well.
She gave my ass a light spank. To which I responded by
Yeah, you started
grunting.
right in the middle. Why do you read the first sentence first and then go in?
Like there's
We
so
need
much.
to-
Okay,
leeway.
okay, okay.
Sometimes there's 6 or
Give
7
me,
paragraphs.
Yeah, a little
give me
foreplay.
cliff notes. Give me
Little
the
foreplay here.
background.
I thought I just gave the
Oh,
background.
okay.
She's a slut.
a
She's
slut.
Slut.
paying
She's a
attention to
slut.
what?
He's a virgin.
Yeah, he's a virgin. She's a slut.
Yeah.
I saw for the last 2 weeks that the house right next to mine
Okay,
was
she rents
empty.
the house.
All right,
She's a
great.
slut.
Got
He goes into the house.
You don't need that much backstory.
Now,
Jack.
why does she give his ass about? Is he a naughty boy? What happened there?
Oh man, where was I? Hold on. Could hear her grunting as she bobbed her head up and down my cock. So we're
Oh, well,
Wow, we
we're
went
in
straight
it.
from
Well,
that
that's-
we're
slut
in
to
it.
Bob and
We're in
Ray.
it.
Yeah,
happened
give
to the
it
music?
a bit of foreplay, mate.
What happened to the music?
It ended.
Okay, that's fine.
We'll start it over. Okay, we're back. So the ass has been spanked, and I responded by grunting and shutting my eyes closed again.
Oh yeah,
She gave me another spank,
women love that.
this one a bit harder, to which I responded by bucking my hips unintentionally, and it sounded like she was gagging. Oh no. Quickly I opened my eyes and looked down at her. Softness.
Wait a minute,
Oh,
gagging.
she's got
She-
her dick in his mouth,
and she's slapping the ass.
You can't even get a good
Yeah,
slap
yeah,
in
you
from
can't-
that
you
position.
can't get good
Not
purchase
enough
on
for
that.
him to buck his hips.
This is from the point of view of the virgin.
Jack, why'd you say oh no?
Well, because it probably hurt her. She's gagging.
He's
that
thinking
can't
about
be
her
good.
feelings.
Yeah,
Oh dear.
Oh God, you'd be a tender
Oh,
lover,
the poor,
Jack.
the poor slut.
I'm someone who makes love.
Well, you are.
Yeah.
I'm making something. Are you okay? The person said.
Say, Jack.
She nodded at me, her mouth off my cock now, a lot of saliva dropping down my clean, polished hardwood floor. Oh, I think it's just hardwood floor. I think they're just reporting the floor.
He thought that was a euphemism.
This is a real estate show. Isn't it?
Yeah, you got marble counters. You got hardwood floor saliva.
We got recessed lighting up there.
3.5 bath.
You can come on this and clean straight up.
Actually, since I'm going to be your new neighbor, why don't I suck you off tonight and tomorrow? We can fuck?
Why would she want to do that? Like then, when she wants to date other people, and you're next door going,
weird.
"I thought we had a thing."
You don't shit where you eat.
Yeah, she's walking in with some guy she's trying to date. Are you gonna suck me off tonight? Oh, sorry.
We had plans.
Yeah. Enjoy the hardwood floors.
Don't slip.
Before I could say anything, she gave the tip of my cock a kiss, and I withered. Withered?
What does withered mean? like basically,
Do that in
basically,
front of the camera, please.
basically, like his cock went back like the Wicked Witch's feet underneath the house.
Seeing her wide, perverted smile, I felt myself getting close. Jenny? Getting close, Tom? I nodded. Good.
Is this Forrest Gump?
I don't know. Wait, I just realized you're not on camera.
Yeah.
Yeah. Whatever.
Yeah, I'm too cheap to buy another camera.
No, but you can sit there at the edge of the table.
She says, good.
Yeah.
Sit on Jim's lap and read
It's too
us a
late. It's
story.
almost over.
We'll swap seats.
Wait, is it too late? It's almost over. Part of the story.
No, it's just the story is almost over.
We'll swap.
I think for the end. Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll swap seats.
Yeah.
We'll swap seats, and I'll heckle.
We're going to lose the music.
No,
That's all right.
It'll be all good.
That's right.
Oh, it was plugged in.
Yeah.
I'll put it in post.
Yeah. We'll do it in post. All right.
We could have also changed the
Hello,
camera
America.
setup and have him sit there for the whole thing.
Yeah, or
God,
you-
what
Next
do you,
time,
what do
next
you
time.
do with these headphones? They're so sweaty, Jack.
What do you think? I've just been reading.
He's
Ooh.
fucking nervous right now, sweating
A
out
lot
his
of ear
ears.
sweat going on.
All right.
Did you put this on over a helmet? How big are these?
Yeah. All right.
That's
All right.
the size
That's
of my
enough of
head.
the headphone shaming by both of you.
Seriously.
Good.
And
Stroke
he
your
was a
cock for me.
headphone slut. He wore headphones from anywhere, Beats, or even some generic brand. He didn't care.
The sweat was dripping off the headphones onto the hardwood floor.
He got his Raycons all wet.
Not a sponsor anymore.
That's all right. It's Patreon. We can say whatever we want.
No sponsors here. You're the sponsor. I looked at her, an eyebrow raised again. Go on. You like it when I'm in the lead, ordering you around, right? I'm not sure who's speaking most of these lines.
Follow along, Jack.
It's all you, mate.
Well, they do quotes from each person, and they don't specify.
That's how conversations go. It's just back and forth. Use different voices.
Yeah.
Shit.
Use a women's and a men's.
Yeah.
She was right. I like the idea of her telling me what
So
to do.
that means she said that.
Yeah.
last
Yeah.
one.
Yeah.
And you did it in a men's voice. Go back, do it again.
Yeah.
Go on. You like it. Go on, you like it when I'm in the lead ordering you around, right?
That's
No,
your
do
girl
it
voice?
like Monty Python. Ooh, you like it when I'm in the lead.
Oh, and you like him in the lead, ordering you around, right?
All right, not like an evil witch.
Jesus.
You
Withered.
She's
Have
a
you
slut,
ever
right?
met a woman?
Ever met a woman?
Yeah, that was spot
It
on.
looks like he did something there. Ooh,
Ever
I
met a
got it.
woman? Shit, she was right. I like the idea of her telling me what to do. I liked it when she pushed me against the door. I liked it when she spanked me. She was a slut. But I was also a slut for her. Still feeling myself getting close, I started...
Who's this virgin who's also a slut? Pick a lane, buddy.
Yeah, seriously.
Slut for her.
Oh, yeah.
I started pumping my cock with my right hand, the head aimed directly at her face. She opened up her mouth, and as soon as she did, I shot my cum on her.
Wow, this is quite the adventure. this is a guy who jacked off for 10 seconds. I must write a story.
Not one, not
I got a
two,
blog.
but 7 loads shot out of my cock.
7
Wait,
loads.
What do you mean?
Yeah.
All at
There's only one load.
No, you go boom, boom,
I mean,
boom.
7
Like
strings.
3, like, and then you have that little gelatiny bit that sometimes takes a while.
Yeah, 7.
Sounded like you were doing the LeBron James thing. Not one, not two.
It sounds like
Seven
it sounds
loads.
like me reading an ad. To get more loads, promo code Jim.
And that all
7 loads. Everybody would like 7 loads. That is my friend.
We get-
Would you like 7 loads? I'd like 7 loads.
Who couldn't do with 7 loads right now? I know I could. Forrest, have you ever had 7 loads? And
No,
Forrest goes,
but I'm ready to have them. I'm ready to
Forrest
take them.
goes, yeah, I had 7 loads the other day. It was very good.
Actually, the sponsor said we're not allowed to say that. We have to start this all over. So not 1, not 2, but 7 loads shot out of my cock, all because I hadn't had sex before. Most of the cum landed in her mouth, but some landed on her face, on her eyes, and
Wait a
even...
minute. Not 1, not 2, but 7. No one ever does that progression. Everyone goes not 1, but 2, but 3.
Yeah.
You never go not 1, but 2, but 48.
That's a liar.
Well, you know who wrote this? Introverted Sub 2001, so maybe they know something.
Keep going on. I'll stop cutting you off.
Most of the cum landed in her mouth, but some of it landed on her face, on her eyes, and even on her clothes.
Ah, that's unfortunate.
Yeah.
Um,
She's a slut. She's probably covered in other men's cum.
Yes.
It's her cum dress. She
Yeah.
wears it. She
Yeah,
wears
all
it.
of her outfits look like a Jackson Pollock painting or a plasterer's radio.
I can't believe you came in my shirt that I don't wear for getting cum on.
lady voice. Well, you can expect me to come talk to you tomorrow, Tom.
And I'll bring some candies.
A word
My husband was in the war.
Can you hand me my cane?
I would love if we find out she's a 90-year-old slut.
It's unclear. No, if you excuse me, young man.
Yeah. No,
I've
but
got some cum stuck in my
the
wrinkles.
next line's got to be, then she got in a chairlift.
She put her dentures back in. I've got to go see if the movers are done yet. She stood up and helped me move out of the way of the door.
The movers were there the whole time.
Wow, she really got to
She
business
really-
quickly.
she really is a slut.
She's
Yeah,
in
she's
the
a slut.
process of moving in and still fucking blowing
And those
people.
two guys are bringing a couch going, we fucked her in the truck.
She's a real slut, this one. She stood up and helped me move the way out of the door. Wait. She stopped and looked at me with a hint of confusion and still pride. Yes, Tom. I have some paper towels if you want to clean up. The girl shook her head.
I just imagine him throwing him like Trump in Puerto Rico. Just
They're the kind that you can rip off in the strips. You don't have to waste the whole thing. You can wash them off or use them. That's not part of
Just
it.
stick your shirt in the Hello Tushy.
Where's the fun in getting rid of the evidence by having someone come all over my body? She then opened the door and closed it on her way out. Wait, I don't understand that.
No, she's leaving the cum on so that when she goes
Yeah.
down to the shops, everyone knows she's a slut.
Ah, I see.
She's
Yeah,
fun. She's
yeah.
fun.
She is fun. Well, that's it. Thank you, Introverted Sub 2001.
That's it, huh?
Yeah, that was it. I cut out all the stuff where they were talking in the beginning. Hey, do you want to come over? Here's my bed.
All right. Go back to your seat.
You go back to your seat.
All right, get out of there.
That was
also, feel free to get me another.
That
beer.
was Jack Reed's erotica. It's
Jack Roddick. Jack Roddick. He puts his hands all over.
Yeah,
him.
we need a song for that. Jack Roddick. Yeah, I like Jack Roddick. Jack Roddick.
Yeah, Jack Roddick sounds like a guy who solves some mysteries.
Jack Roddick. Jack Roddick on the
The
case.
Roddick Files.
Yep. That's the theme song.
Yeah, Jack Roddick. He comes in and goes, "This isn't a human corpse."
I was telling Kelly earlier, I was thinking of getting a dog or a cat or another pet.
Forrest, you're going to get a dog.
I kind of want to get a dog, but I don't want to get like one animal. I want to get two.
They
So
got to
have
keep each other company.
Yeah.
I got 2 cats.
Yeah.
One cat likes me, but only when my wife is out of the room, and my wife doesn't believe me. But that cat enjoys my company, sits on me the whole time, and then as soon as she comes in, goes, "No, someone better's come along."
When she was out of town, he was
slept with me.
Yeah.
And we cuddled together. Now doesn't give a fuck. And then the brother and sister cats, and the girl cat hates me. Just hates me.
She's more aloof in general.
She's aloof.
In general, yeah.
She cuddles up with Daisy, but hates me. And so what I've done is I've gotten catnip spray that you're meant to spray on like toys or things like scratchy posts or whatever. And I started spraying my pants in catnip spray. So I thought that the cats would come to me.
But she doesn't know you're doing this. Your wife.
No, she doesn't know I'm doing it. So I'm spraying my pants with catnip spray. Cats still won't fucking sit with me.
So wait, but you
It's like if I met like a coke whore and I just put coke all over my dick and they're like, no.
so
Not the ideal situation. Yeah.
You had to make a secret purchase, and then when it arrived, you're like, no, that's for me. That's like
I went down. I got a Petco at the end of the road. I went and did it. It's the only thing that I physically bought during COVID. And I bought some catnip spray, and I spray my pants completely in it. It works, but then the other cat just comes up and claws me, just like and muzzles up to my dick like, "This is amazing," right? But the other cat still won't have a fucking piece of me. It's like, it's never going to happen.
No.
If it's not happening with catnip spray, I thought I'd keep catnip spraying me pants until the cat just sort of went, "Oh, I like this area.
Yeah.
I'll sit here." But no. Probably when I'm out of the house and leave my pants on the floor, the cats are just like, "He's gone now," rolling around in my pants.
What about treats?
I've tried the treats, but this cat doesn't like me. Doesn't like me. I feed it and everything. Like when my wife,
talking about the female.
my wife was away doing a movie, and the cat just stayed under a bed upstairs for a week.
Oh,
Yeah.
Jesus.
I'd even feed it, and and then I'd hide in a cupboard, right under the stairs.
You would hide it. Yeah, that's probably why the cat doesn't like you.
Yeah, and then I'd hide in the cupboard, and then the cat would come down to eat if it knew I wasn't in the room, and then it would duck back up and go in the bed. And I was like, so it does, because I didn't know whether it was fucking eating or not. I thought this thing.
So you were hiding to spy?
I thought this thing was going to starve to death, and I was going to be in a lot of trouble. So I was hiding in the cupboard and like hitting the can, ding, 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 and then I'd like make steps like I'm leaving the room now, like this, right? And
Gotta go to work.
yeah, and I'd shut the door on the cupboard, kunk. So it's like, oh, he's left the house, and then I'd be peering out the thing and watch the fucking cat come down to eat.
Well,
You need to put cameras in your house.
Yeah, I have a camera. I could have just checked that.
Oh, no, I meant to watch you hiding to watch the cat eat.
I know there's still footage of that.
That's new bonus content for Patreon.
I had to do something similar when I was house sitting. Just I had no idea because the female cat was never around, so I just had to turn off the lights and just sit there and wait to see if anyone came out to eat.
oh, she doesn't like you either.
They're definitely
She
very
likes me
easily
more
startled.
now. Elvis likes me.
I can pet Freddie once in a while.
Yeah, you can pet for a bit.
But I'm a cat. I'm a big cat person. So maybe it makes sense.
Elvis will come out and hang out with people, but Freddie won't do it.
They're
Oh,
cool
actually-
names. You got good names.
Speaking of Elvis and Freddie, we can play this little game. I thought it'd be fun we can do a game of you pick one or the other for who would be in your quarantine bubble. So they're saying like, okay, you can do Thanksgiving with 6-8 people or whatever, and you just pick.
Hitler. It's always Hitler.
He's not on the list.
Oh, damn.
But you can give us reasons why you would pick these people. Let's go. Okay, Trump versus McConnell. Donald Trump versus Mitch
Oh,
McConnell.
Donald Trump.
Okay, why?
Because you can have a laugh with him. Like, and he's batshit crazy, and he'd say some things.
Yeah.
It's just like having an uncle
He's
who's
funny.
Yeah, he's funny, and he
Yeah.
doesn't know it. He'd be like, "There's," and then you'd have the finest whatever he'd order. Postmates would be really good.
Well done
No,
steak.
it wouldn't. It'd be
It'd be
KFC
McDonald's.
and a steak with ketchup
Yeah,
on it.
Sounds
I
good.
love KFC.
But Mitch
Nah.
McConnell's like rotting from the inside out.
Yeah,
right now.
Mitch-
You wouldn't want him to touch any of the food.
Mitch McConnell, he's got some disease that you could get contagious from, and also he'd be like this, going, "What bathroom has the different toilet paper?" Like that, and then you'd go back in the bathroom, and be like blood spots everywhere, leading back out.
Smell like mothballs.
Yeah. Every time with Mitch McConnell, you wouldn't want to have a nap in case he died in your house.
Yeah, he would definitely.
He
haunt
looks
that.
like in X-Men, when that senator gets taken over by one of the thing and he like melts.
Yeah,
he looks,
no,
he looks
Mitch-
like he's about
Mitch-
just in that moment when he's about to melt. He's
Mitch
just like,
McConnell looks like he should have a wick sticking out of the top of his head.
he looks like
He's melting.
He's a candle.
100%. Yes.
he looks like what's the one from Star Wars? Admiral Akbar.
Oh,
He's
yeah.
like,
Yeah.
It's a trap.
Admiral Akbar, was
They
on
did that
vacation.
in The Mandalorian. They went and visited the Calamaris.
I saw it.
planet.
Yeah, I just watched it last night. That episode.
All right, Freddie Mercury versus Elton John.
Oh, what era of their life?
Any?
Okay, both at the peak of their coke taking.
Sure.
They're gonna have the
Um,
drugs.
At the peak of their coke taking. See, Elton. Okay, I'm gonna say Elton, and I'll tell you this. I'll tell you why. I just think he'd get on the piano and play a few tunes.
Yeah.
I don't think he could help himself. Where Freddie would just be like, "Ooh," and I think Freddie would hit on me. And I have to go, come on, enough of that, Freddie. We're trying to have a nice night. I told you I'm not into it. Like, all right. And also, this might sound a bit callous. I could have a few drinks. I might give in. Don't want to get AIDS. So
Fair enough.
I'm going to go Elton John because I'm going to fuck one of them.
Fair point. Josh Gad versus Johnny Cash.
Oh, Josh Gad. Over
Okay.
Johnny Cash would be a miserable cunt to have around. anyone else, I love my wife. I've got a drug addiction. It's all misery. At least, Josh Gad has some cheeriness to him. He was a fucking snowman.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm sure he's probably entertaining. when you're around him.
when you're around
but
him.
The thing is Josh Gad might have heard what you said about him. Johnny Cash hasn't. So
I've been at a party at FX when they did the comedians, and I've had to dodge Josh Gad.
I think you should own up to it at some point and be like, look, hey,
I've said some things that I meant.
I was doing a lot of drugs and I said things that I meant.
I feel the same when I'm
I was
sober.
drinking and I meant what I said.
All right. Kim Kardashian versus Kanye West.
Oh, Kim Kardashian all day.
What?
Kanye West, I'm not fucking.
He'd have
He's-
good
he doesn't
music.
seem
He'd have good
fun at
music.
all.
He'd have some good music in
He
there.
might, but I'd like to look at Kim and just go,
Yeah.
all right, you all right? What's your tape?
Oh, you're just going to be creepy the whole
Yeah,
time?
yeah. They're the one who came
They're in a
over.
bubble.
They came over.
Tired
It's
of
in the
fucking Elton.
It's in the bubble.
Yeah,
Like-
I love that having sex with her wasn't the
I'd
option.
be-
having sex with Elton John was
I'd be
the
like,
thing you were
I'd be
gonna
like
do.
this. Kim, do you want to watch me and Elton fuck? And I guess that's why they call it the blues.
I'll tell you why you wouldn't want Kim, though, because I know you. She would be Instagram storying all the time.
Yeah,
So,
you hate
so,
that.
Oh, I hate that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so she would be constantly be like, you're here in the bubble, Jim Jefferies' house. And you'd be like,
That's
All right, Kanye West.
Damn it.
I'll take Kanye.
yeah.
I don't like his shoes. Amos wears his stupid.
Yeah,
Yeah, they're
you
fucking
give him
all of
Amos.
his clothes
They
are
look
fucking
like
stupid.
they're for people with fucking club feet or some shit. They're all wide.
Oh, they're so comfortable. They're so comfortable.
They're so comfortable. I have
comfortable.
comfortable shoes.
So comfortable.
Sorry, Louise.
I'm well akin in the comfortable shoes. We got the big rubber soles like you got a club.
Wait.
fucking foot.
Luis, you have some on?
Yeah,
Well, you have
that's
fake
even
Kanye's?
worse.
Here's
That's
the
even
fake
worse
Kanye's.
to wear the budget Kanye West shoes.
Yeah, they're called Jeezys.
Jeezy, why did I pay money for these fucking
Jeezy's
ugly
broke.
pieces of shit?
Jeezys broke. Yeah, hey, everyone try my sleazies on?
Sleazies are good.
Yeah, sleazies actually are the best one. Elvis versus Michael Jackson.
Oh, Elvis Presley.
Okay,
All day.
yeah.
Yeah, I've got a kid, man. like
thinking.
if I had a 14-year-old daughter, it'd be a different scenario.
You have the son right in the age range.
Yeah.
He did like the little shaggy
Yeah,
haircut.
No,
Yeah.
I'm not having. And also, I like Elvis, man. Elvis would be all right. Elvis would be cool.
If you had a 15-year-old daughter, you'd be worried about Elvis. Now you have an 8-year-old son, you're worried about Michael Jackson.
Yeah,
Again, the food. You'd have better food with Elvis.
Yeah, Elvis would be eating stuff and all that type of stuff, and like Elvis, you could have a laugh with.
Also, he
And
probably did a lot
wouldn't
of
go,
drugs.
"That's silly. You're being ignorant." He wouldn't say that.
He probably said, "You want to shoot my gun?"
Yeah, like I'd be with Michael Jackson going, looking at his kids like this. Come on, they're not black. I don't want to be racist, but come on, they're white people. Shut up, shut up.
All right, 2 more. Ted Bundy versus Jeffrey Dahmer.
In the pool house.
Yeah.
Jeffrey Dahmer. See, I don't like Ted Bundy because he's such a cocky little fuck. I'd probably have Jeffrey Dahmer because he's a little bit more like sort of meek and he sort of hated himself as he did it. So I feel like he had more remorse. Ted Bundy was just a sack of shit.
Yeah, and then when you got tired of fucking Elton John.
Ted Bundy was just a sack of shit. Where Jeffrey Dahmer.
Well, at least he recycled and you ate the things. Okay. And last one. Forrest versus Jack. Now you got to think about this. Forrest, you're your good friend, but Jack is your assistant
Jack
and
does things
will
for
do
me.
things for
He
you.
does things for me. And this is for how long do I have him here?
It's for your bubble. So let's say it's a 2-week bubble.
Oh, shit. Oh, God. This has put me in a tough situation.
I got to tell you, I don't want to hang out with most of those people. So,
Yeah.
if it helps.
Forrest is like, I don't even want to be invited.
I'm going to say Forrest, and I'll tell you why. Me and Forrest have a food relationship that runs very deep. me and Jack have somewhat of a food. Jack's all about the hot chicken. That's where you different hot chickens around town. Me and Forrest are on the same page with most meals, and that's how we bond. We go into different towns. They have a brisket.
I'm pretty sure that's why you've taken me on the road so much. Like, people are always like, "What happened?" I'm like, "Oh, we get along," you know. And I think most of it's just like, "Yeah,
We don't argue about food. Yeah.
Yeah, eating together is a big one.
Yeah.
Oh no, it's a tough call, that one though. Tough call.
Yeah.
Because Forrest won't do things for me as such, but we also play baseball. Jack doesn't play baseball with me.
Yeah.
Wait, what do you mean you play
Computer
baseball?
baseball.
That's why,
Yeah, you think me and Forrest in the background are going, "That's a home run, Forrest."
Oh, you get him next time, Tiger. Your swing's really improving.
They're running around bases.
Yeah, I was like picturing your backyard. I'm like, wait, you guys play baseball together? I was very confused. All right, glad we cleared that up. Yeah, so that's the game. That's your quarantine bubble.
Quarantine bubble. Ba-da-da-doo.
I don't know.
That's not going to be a segment. We can't do that more than once.
And also,
removing
Forrest
us.
never makes me feel awkward.
Is it because I hover?
Jack goes, "Quarantine." ba-da-da-da-da."
Yeah.
And if you come downstairs, be like this, "Hey, Jim. It's just upstairs with Elton John. I think things have gotten weird. He's being eaten by Jeffrey Dahmer."
Should I call somebody?
Yeah, and I'm like, "What are you bothering me for? Go fucking sort it out."
You know, there is no women now that I think about it.
Yeah, now there's no women.
Yeah,
One of them was Tommy Lahren versus Ben Shapiro, but
Tommy Lahren.
yeah, I figured that one
I'd
was
love
pretty.
to. I'd
Yeah,
love
Ben
to. I'd love to
sucks.
shag her.
That's why she yells hateful things.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
can't duct tape her mouth.
Yeah, you know, not for anything good. I'm not going to marry the
Yeah.
woman.
Unless she's interested.
Yeah,
All right, well.
she moved in next door,
Slut.
and we were all moving furniture.
Well, Ben Shapiro basically moved in next door to Jack.
We think it's fake. We think it's all fake. 'Cause
Really?
It's happened 3 times. 3 Ben Shapiros have popped up on our next door social media and have all been kicked off or just disappeared within a day.
What?
What a stupid fucking
Yeah,
prank.
You're saying
Ben
they're
Shapiro supposedly moved
replacing the
to
Ben Shapiro.
Yeah.
supposedly moved to Atwater, and he keeps going, "Hi, I'm new to the neighborhood. Is there a farmer's market I can go to?" And eventually someone goes, "Hey, aren't you that guy that everyone hates?" And then the account goes away because Nextdoor will take you down unless you can prove you're actually yourself. Your account goes away. So I think if he came back, he was real. But I think it's
It might be him because he's a fucking idiot. I mean, you can find the farmers markets online, but he also thinks his wife having a wet ass pussy is bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a
we
bad thing.
asked him about that.
Yeah.
I have an idea for because they made so many Little Women movies, right? Make Little Women. I want the Wayans brothers to make a parody called Big Ass Women. Just really tall chicks.
Oh, so I could be on it?
You could be in it. Yeah, you could be in Big Ass Women.
I actually, when
Big ass
I
white
was
chicks.
Yeah, Big Ass White Chicks.
They already did white chicks.
when I was like 21 or something like that, I asked to go audition for a reality dating show of women that were all over 6 feet. And I was
How
like,
did that work out for you? Just to date basketball players?
I guess. I
Do
mean,
you
I don't
do you
know.
always date tall people?
For the most part, I date people that are taller than me, but I don't have like any qualms if somebody's slightly shorter than me or something like that. My best friend dated, she's 6'1", so she's slightly shorter than me, and she had a boyfriend that was 5'4". Like, I couldn't do that.
And what are you, 6'2"?
I'm 6'1.5", yeah.
I'm 6. So would I be too short to date you?
No, I've dated a guy that's 5'11".
No, I'm 6, I said.
I know. I said, so no, I've dated a guy that's 5'11".
Don't say I'm 5'11".
I didn't say you're No, you're like, people always think that you're shorter than
Yeah,
you
people
are.
think I'm short,
But
yeah.
I've always confirmed it. I'm like, no, you're basically my height.
Yeah.
Yeah. Good for you.
Well, you have always confirmed it. A lot of people ask.
Yeah, no, seriously, it's been commented a lot.
in
People think you're
Snopes.
short.
Confirmed. True.
Kelly confirmed.
Partially true. All right. I don't know how we're going to end these podcasts.
All right, so
Peter out.
let's talk about like so
Anyways,
what
I'll see you
episode?
guys.
Get awkwardly
What
quiet.
episode is this after?
This will be after probably Aaron Brockovich.
Okay, so what's our favorite guest of the last 5 guests?
Oh, of the last 5 or of all
Yeah.
time?
Our last 5 topics were Aaron Brockovich with.
I liked
Thanks.
Andrew Yang a lot.
Yes.
I think
of course.
he's might be at the edge of the 5 because
We have
did
Greek mythology,
pyramid schemes.
pyramid schemes.
Yeah, pyramids.
And then we did. It was
Oh,
Andrew
Emily
Yang-
Morse.
Oh yeah.
Oh, Emily,
Orgasm.
She was great.
Yeah, she was great.
Yeah, so it was Andrew Yang.
They're all good.
Emily Morse, Andrew Yang, and then the pyramid schemes was
Richard Fitzpatrick. Robert Fitzpatrick.
Robert Fitzpatrick.
I
and
loved
then-
him.
And Greek mythology is
I'm going to go with Aaron.
Richard
I think
Martin,
I
I
think
think.
Aaron because it's the last person in my mind.
I really have enjoyed all of our guests.
Yeah, everyone's been fantastic.
I think Emily is probably a personal favorite because I was a fan of her before we brought
Yeah,
her on.
but she talks a lot of rubbish about orgasms and women having them and all that kind of stuff.
She's spreading all
She-
these myths
she's
about
fucking-
the female orgasm.
She spreads a lot of fake news, that woman.
you didn't seem to say that when she was on though.
Yeah, but I let her talk.
He's such a gentleman.
Greek mythology was Richard Martin. Just wanted to make sure we got that name.
I like
yeah.
Yang.
Oh, I'm sorry.
That's
I
all right.
Mansplaining.
All right, so final answer, Aaron?
Aaron Yang.
Oh.
I liked Aaron Brockovich because I really liked the movie. I've watched the movie a bunch.
She didn't disappoint from the character in
No.
the movie.
And she was like really like knew her shit, but she was like it was fun because she was like explaining a lot of things in detail, and then she'd be like, I'm terrible at parties. You
Yeah, I
know?
had the pre-interview with her yesterday, and like Sephora's wasn't on it, but she was cracking me up. I was like, "This is gonna be fucking great." And she's like, "You can't offend me at all." And I was like, "You're on the perfect podcast
I
for
know,
this." then."
there was one bit where I was talking about my dick or something where she went a bit quiet.
No, she
She's
wasn't
probably
offended.
listening.
Yeah,
No.
she wants to know more about your dick.
Oh, when you said the largest organ. That was a joke. You
maybe.
said. She goes, the largest organ on your body is the skin, and she goes, not my body. It's the penis.
Kangaroo.
No, it's because I wear my heart on the sleeve.
Oh.
really
What about
big.
you, Jack? Favorite?
I think I like Andrew Yang. I didn't really know much about him before. I just knew he was sort of a candidate with universal basic income, so I learned a lot about universal basic income. So I thought that
Did he
was
follow you on Twitter?
No,
Yeah, he followed me on Twitter.
Yeah,
I don't think I followed him, so that would
Follow me on Twitter.
just gotta follow
I
back.
I'm
also
very
really
bad
love
on
Robert
Twitter.
Fitzpatrick.
follow for a follow.
Luis, do you have a favorite?
Was the autism in that one?
No.
No, that was 6 ago or 7
6
ago.
ago.
Well, I liked that one.
jerk.
I didn't heard about the show before then.
He's only liked one episode so far.
no, they were.
There was one I liked.
No, I liked all of them for different reasons. I like Greek mythology guys laugh. There was something
Wow,
about
you remember that?
Yeah.
The Greek mythology guy sat very close to the
those.
camera.
Yeah, he was like, "Let me tell you." So, yeah, he was. We were top of the forehead there for him, but I liked him. I liked.
Yeah,
all of
that
them.
one was actually because
It did better than I thought online. People really liked
I was
it.
reading. I was trying to remember his name. Richard Martin again, right? Yeah. I was reading some of the comments and stuff. That one, like of all the topics, okay, vaccines. There was a lot of arguing in the comments about what's right and wrong. There's a lot of people that think they're mythology experts in the comments where they're like, "This guy claims to be an expert when Elysians is clearly there was a hammer and there was a light." And it's like, and my thing is the whole point was it's myths, mythology. You make it up.
All right, is our first episode?
Let's do that. Yeah.
I think it did good.
How do you close it out then?
Ladies and gentlemen, if you're at a party and someone says you got $5, just go, not anymore.
Nailed it.
I don't know about that.